everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tracy. I am the owner of Freedom Naturally Beautiful Cosmetics, which is a full line of natural makeup and body care products. If you're following me on any of my platforms, I am on Instagram and Facebook at Freedom Naturally Beautiful. Or if you're following me on YouTube, which again, small following, but you know what? The information will reach someone somehow. That platform is Tidbits by Tracy. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is how are you affecting your customer? If you are someone who has a product or a service, think about how you affect your customer. Sometimes we forget to think about what it is we do that really has an impact on our customers, because as an entrepreneur and a business owner, you are always thinking about sales because it is what you need to stay afloat. It is what you need to stay in business. But sometimes we forget to think about the impact, the work that we have, or the products we sell, how they really affect people. Sometimes we lose sight of our mission and our goals. And I'm on here today because I had the experience with a young lady in a fitting room that I've had plenty of times before. But sometimes we forget that we are not just there to sell people. We are there to help people any way that we can, just as a human being on this planet. I pull her card. She's like, come in. Hey, I think I need some new bras. We're like, oh, you've been here before. Do you really? She's like, I need to be sized again. We're like, you think you need to be? She's like, yeah, everything's fitting tighter than it used to. So I pull her card with her information on there, because it has her measurements. We always write the measurements down there in inches. And I measure her again. And when I measured her, she was 3 inches larger around here than she was the last time she had been in our store, which had been, not that long ago, months, maybe 4-5 months. And she was fuller here. And we are in the fitting room, and, nothing is quite fitting the way she wants to. Because she's already a very large cup, almost at the end of the cup size that most places will hold. And so as she's in here and she's staring at herself, and so I'm looking at the discrepancy in the numbers, and I know I want to talk to her about it. Before I even get a chance to, I see the tears forming in her eyes, and she is like, oh my God, I just want to get rid of these. They are plaguing my life. They are always causing. I'm like, whoa, whoop, pump the brakes. Let's talk, right? And so what I wanted to do is talk to her, and I said, you seem to have gained weight in enough to have gained these many inches in this amount of time. And so I know a lot of people don't want to talk about this because it's a very sensitive subject, especially when dealing with women, but I deal with women all the time. And so we got to get to the root of what the issue is and how can I help? Because now I can see that it's not about the bra. Okay. And so, hey, are you stressed? What are you going through? Are you eating more? What has happened? Are you ill? What is going on? Talk, right? Share. You got to get rid of these burdens sometimes. And if you are the woman who is in the fitting room crying, because I have been that girl myself, trying on jeans, going into a fitting room and crying. At one point I was crying every single time I went into a fitting room because I was looking at stuff going, I can't, no, that's so big. That's not me. And I would get the size I think I am and get in there and it doesn't fit. And I cry because now I know I do need that bigger size. That size that looked huge was me. And what that does to your psyche while you're in this fitting room and you're staring there naked looking at every flaw. Because that's where these fitting room mirrors are designed to make you feel awful. But she began to share. So for me, now I'm in, hey, you can cry. It is okay to cry. It is okay to get that out. Once it's done, let's talk about some other things that we can do, right? Stressed at work, you have ill family members that you have to take care of. You are tired and burnt out. what can we do to change that? So I immediately start talking to her about, whether she takes baths. So now we're going to talk about the transformative nature of water, right? So now we're talking about this. How can this water transform your existence and your experience? And not even talking about my own personal products that I sell, because that wasn't what I was there trying to do. Talking to her about how she can take responsibility for her situation and change it. And so we go through that. Then talking about, cool, I know it's cold in Chicago. No one wants to be outside when it's cold. I don't. I like to work out. I like to run outside. I don't like to be outside in the cold. I don't like to sweat and then go outside in the cold. So going to the gym is not my favorite thing to do either. But guess what? What can we do in the house? So I gave her a couple people that I have followed in my weight loss journey that helped me get started. In the house, Kiara Lachey, she has a YouTube channel. I think it's called like Superhero Fitness. And she has a couple of videos where she is literally like walking in place for 30 minutes or so. And she's going through and she's talking you through. You got a few weights, you're doing a few moves, you're doing a few things. She keeps it very interesting for you, right? So way to get moving. Tiffany Roth has a few short videos that you can do that, again, at your own pace, that were fun when I originally started doing them, because they were, more into the dance, get moving. So now we're talking about ways to get active again, right? So now we're going through the different things. What can we do? And then it's talking about understanding that the place that she's in right now is temporary. Every hard place we are in is a temporary spot. And coming from someone, I got a story that is traumatic, just like many of us walking on this planet, and in a place where you can't see that that's what that is. I've been in a place where I was severely depressed, tried to commit suicide twice when I was a teenager. I understand what it feels like to feel like you can't get out of a hole. So when I speak, it is from personal testimony of survival, for real. And so, but it was temporary. I'm still here 25 years later. So it is temporary. When my hair was falling out, when my limbs were going numb and tingling, it wasn't about just, oh God, woe is me. No, this is wrong. What can I do? How can we make it better? So it was, and after we went through talking through some things that she could do and understanding that it's temporary, ain't nothing wrong with her breast, ain't nothing wrong with her weight. It is a temporary affliction, and there are things we can do to change it. Every day we wake up is a new day. Whether we messed up yesterday, whether we messed up today, if you wake up tomorrow, you have a new day to start again. So it's okay if you didn't work out today. So what? There's tomorrow. If you wake up and God gave you the opportunity to wake up and you made it through that day, you have another day to get back on track. You have another day to start again, another day to set some intention on your day, set some intention and some positivity on your life. So, and I ain't care nothing about her buying anything. She needed to be in a better place. And to sit in that fitting room, and to embrace each other through tears, to laugh, to talk. And she is like, you were such a blessing to me. That's all I needed. Okay. I had did what I needed to do for the day. I had fulfilled a purpose of mine, which is to help and is touch as many women as I absolutely can. Because I would not be here if someone had not shared their stories with me, if people had not encouraged me, if people had not saw through my negativity when I was in those places and encouraged me. So to have someone say to me that I had made their day and that I had changed how they were thinking and that they had a brighter outlook, there's nothing else I could do. Okay, if she bought something after that, fine, but I had did what I feel like is my purpose, and that is to help. So when you are, look, I got all weepy out or run, look, makeup about to run, let's test that Freedom Naturally Beautiful out to see how it holds up if you start seeing streaks. So I say that story to help you wonder about how you are impacting the people that you are servicing. with the products you sell or the services you provide? Are you just running them in and out, in and out, and in and out, and not connecting with your customers? You need to connect with your people. When I worked in hospitality, one of the things that we learned was back when they used to train people was, you connect with people, eye contact, right? Looking at them directly, engaging them in meaningful conversation. No matter what that is, it can start out as something simple like the weather, how's your day, how was your flight, oh, those are nice shoes. A compliment to someone goes a long way. You don't know what that person's day has been like, and your day might be tough too, but if you're having a tough day, I guarantee you, the minute you change someone else's outlook, or you make someone else smile, or you make someone else feel good, you will immediately change your own day. You will change your own existence. So remember, that bad place you're in is temporary. I don't care how it sounds, how it feels, what it is temporary, and you can change it by changing how you view it. Yeah. So yes, how are you really impacting and connecting? And everyone is not going to have the ability to be with another woman in one of the hardest places in the world, a fitting room, and stand there with her as she judge herself, because that's what women do. We go in these fitting rooms and tear ourselves down. I'm so fat, I got this, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I know I've done it too, and I see women, and because I have done it so much, I understand. Let's get back on track. Let's focus. Let's get things going in a different way. And so yes, so think about that. If you are selling, shea butter, how are you making this a meaningful experience? If you are, putting on eyelashes for someone, how are you making this a meaningful experience? People remember you through these meaningful connections. They remember your products through the meaningful connections that you make. So they are normally buying things sometimes because of you. You are the reason that they might be coming back again. You're the reason that they may get it the first time. Any of these things. So again, remember, you and your product or your service are directly connected. The people you are servicing, you need to be connecting with them. Okay, that is my tip. That is my tidbit. That is what I have to offer you today. Hopefully I shared some information that will help you on your journey. The best way to think about, if you haven't in a while, and it made me rethink about where I was, is someone asking me on, a pitch contest, what your mission is, what your goal of your company is. And of course, I have a business plan. I've written that out. But after I've been in business for a while, and after it something about it just made me think differently about what it was that I was doing. I'm not just selling makeup. That's not how I feel about what I do. I'm not just selling bras. That's not how I feel about what I do. Or, body care products. I am here to help and to serve through my products, through my services. That is what I'm here to do. How am I impacting? How is my business doing that? What am I doing to make sure that that is always my goal, my focus, and how I am connecting with people? So hopefully it was help. Write a goal, write a mission, write about what it is that you do, and how you can achieve this. How are you impacting? So write it out. Writing it out and speaking it out loud will make you think real different about what it is you're doing. So again, hopefully I shared some information that was helpful for you guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to follow me on one of my many platforms: Facebook, Instagram at Freedom Naturally Beautiful, YouTube at Tidbits by Tracy. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Bye.